Let's start this session and know more about JavaScript. Here I am listing few JavaScript features. The one of them is client-side scripting language. What does it mean? It means that JavaScript runs on browser locally. Browser here is a client which is requesting a web page from a remote location on behalf of you. Like if you type facebook.com, what happens? Browser actually makes a request to Facebook's Facebook servers and renders a page on behalf of you, and you see a very nice web page eventually. JavaScript's most important feature was actually validation earlier when it was developed, but now it is more than validation. So what happens is when you enforce validation through JavaScript, it actually stops tripping to the server, and hence you save one request going to server. Then there is one more feature, which is you can actually put animation on your browser through JavaScript code. It supports some two-dimensional animations, and if there are so many new technologies in conjunction with those, JavaScript actually is advanced in the area of animation. There is one more thing which is actually being used widely, which is asynchronous call, and it is also called Ajax. What is it? So JavaScript was actually considered only to be a client-side language, and though it is, but it has one more capability, that is to interact with servers asynchronously without refreshing page. So here, through asynchronous call or a technology Ajax, you can actually interact with servers. Now, a few actually things you should know about JavaScript or ECMA script, which is case sensitivity and loosely typeness. So case sensitivity, when you write any statement or any construct of a JavaScript language, you should keep in mind that those are case sensitive. So if something is written in uppercase, you will have to write it in uppercase. Loosely typed means you don't need to worry about the types of a variable. So in uh, if you think logically that a variable a should have a numeric value, but later in line number 1000 it can hold some string values. So this is not the strictness in terms of data types. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how and where we can write JavaScript. So to write JavaScript, basically you can use Notepad in Windows, or you can use any text editor to write JavaScript. But JavaScript is generally written in HTML pages. So you would be creating HTML pages and you would be embedding JavaScript and in that particular HTML page. So here I'm going to introduce one editor which has more formatting capabilities. There are so many, but I prefer to use Dreamweaver. So let's see. I have already prepared a snippet for you to explain it quickly. So if you see, this is a HTML page, and here you see I have written script inside head tag. This head tag is the most preferred area where you can write your JavaScript, and JavaScript is actually inside script tag, and here you can write any statement of JavaScript.